have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. The Dolphins at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And the offense last week, they certainly have things humming, because if you can run up 40-plus points a game, you certainly take a lot of pressure off of your defense, and you're not going to lose very often.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Tagovailoa are going to try and throw on 3rd down. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. But they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the 1st down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. This defense for the Steelers, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. In motion, Hill. From the 36, Tua. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you hit them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Pickett leads his Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 19-yard line. Pickett sets up play action. That's swung out wide to Harris. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Our first carry for Najee Harris. And he stopped immediately there. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw, Pickett. Pass complete, George Pickens with it. And he will have a Steelers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Steps away. A throw left side caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Pickett to his tight end Freiermuth for the Steeler first. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down. But give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there. Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Pickett now on 1st down. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone, and touchdown Steelers. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point put through by Boswell, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense They just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Tua. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. Always got some breathing room. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement long touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Pickett. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Now Hill to return it. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
Here we go, back.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point now by Boswell. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. In motion Hill. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick six. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here we go.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
He'll get that out wide to Waddle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Another catch there for Waddle. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Tua now on first down. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. In motion, Hill. Throwing on second and long. Tua. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great. But you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big third down.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
To try again after the sack, Pickett. He's got this to Pickens. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First and 10, here's Pickett. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Pickett to throw on first down. He's going to air one out. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll throw again with Pickett. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it, but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Pickett. Oh, he still makes a catch, even though it was tapped by the linebacker. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Guaranteed they've been talking a lot about, can we find something that'll go our way? And that tip ball, that definitely just did.
Well, and with this margin manageable, yeah, that gives them a little juice maybe on the tip.
Yeah, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. That could help them get right back in it.
Pickett. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of elite.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused. I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Pickett throwing again on 2nd down. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
He'd had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Working with a 2nd and 3. A run with Mostert up the middle. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
They'll try it now with Mostert. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Tua. They complete it to Hill. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua out left to Anderson. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 22-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 14. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. This to break our fourth quarter tie. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the fourth. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ballgame, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try to protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 23 yards to pick up there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That burst good for 20 and a first down. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. He will push his way down to about the 14. There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Tua sets up to pass it. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. kick it away after the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in. Oh, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
Here we go.
After the turnover, it's Tua. He's got a man, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 39 yards there, a big one.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Now Tua just going to back this forward on the end around.
And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Jalen Waddle from 3 yards out. And the Dolphins are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy